here because it's something that we can absolutely relate to. Do you want to set this up?
Please. This is a guy in Changsha in Hunan, so another very developed big city.
Yeah.
Probably 10 plus million people. And he is driving, and this isn't set up. He just goes, I'm going to show you what it's like to drive in China in a very main thoroughfare in the center of the city, right?
Yeah.
And when I saw this, it brought back so many amazing memories of what it's like to drive in China, because this is even a very gentle, nice version of what it's like to drive in China.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think it'll really hit home with people because it's just a normal setting. So let's just see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Let's take a look. We'll get ourselves out of here and just play it for you quickly. Here we go.
Give you a little taste of driving here in China. I assume I'll get cut off in about 30 seconds. Here comes one guy, no blinker. Right in front of me. That was somewhat of a lane merge, but again, watch him, no blinkers. I just put mine on. What lane is he in? Is he straddling the lanes? Look at this. I'm just gonna get up and ride him out of there. Yep, he's gonna give up and go over to that lane, and it's just a dog-eat-dog world from the start out here. Nobody's following any rules. Nobody's putting blinkers on, and you're gonna see. Watch this truck try to squeeze in, come into my lane. We'll see what's gonna happen as I start to go here. I'm like 50 seconds in. I already got cut off once. Look at this guy squeezing in on the left. Watch this, watch this. Oh, that guy just threw trash out. Okay, nobody cares about that. I'm gonna start making my moves aggressively here. And whoa, buddy. Whoa! It's every second you gotta be on point or you're gonna get run the fuck over. It is sketchball. Look at this. Yeah, come on over, buddy. No problem. Think you cut me off early already once. Don't need a blinker. That's 1 minute and 20 seconds with half of it sitting at the light. Look at this guy on the right over in me. Right here. Just passing lanes, honking. This is like 30 seconds was waiting at a light. Watch out for the bus. I don't know if you guys can see this or tell what's going on, but it's just ballsy. Chinese drivers aren't bad. They're just used to freaking gnarliness.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that,
I mean, you have to drive bad in China or you're effed.
Yeah.
I always say this, but my dad was visiting in China, and we were just stuck, and everyone was pulling in front of each other, like just lane after lane. It was like that, but 10 times worse, more violent, like within centimeters of each other, almost hitting each trading paint. And he's like, how does anyone deal with this?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, welcome to China.
It's insane. And I forgot, like we were talking earlier, I'd forgotten that I'd actually started driving before we even met. I had my car before that, because I always, in my mind, I only had a car for the last couple of years. But I actually got my car in 2010.
Yeah.
And so I'd been driving. I drove for over a decade in China. It's just like crazy, and it's insane. What you saw there is just everyday driving. Yeah. And for people that don't see it with their own eyes or don't experience it themselves, it's wild,
It's crazy. But that was like very calm.
Yes,
but I like that because it was such a normal off the cuff thing.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like to go 60 kilometers, sometimes it'd take me 5 hours. And if I didn't jockey for position, I would have had to just die in my car. I would have just starved to death.
I remember when it was like there was a holiday. Very seldom you get holidays in China. It doesn't work like the rest of the world. Like people can't just take off work. You can only take off when there's a national holiday. So it becomes absolutely insane. Yeah. Remember, Damei was only like 20 kilometers or 30 kilometers from downtown Shenzhen, right?
Yeah.
Normally it would take you maybe 20 minutes to drive out there, half an hour at the most.
Yeah.
Okay. A client of mine, because it was like the holidays coming, and it was like there was like a long weekend or something. They're like, we're gonna drive to the beach. Like I said, 20 minutes, half an hour drive away.
Yeah.
I said, don't do it. They did it. It took them 7 hours. I'm not even kidding. It took them 7 hours. They were stuck in the car for 7 hours
to get somewhere where they wanted to come back from that day.
You could have walked there in less time.
Yeah.
You could have actually
true.
You can.
Yeah.
Like I know a crazy dude who did just walk there. He used to walk there. Take him like, a couple hours. But yeah, anyway, just to let you know, driving in China is next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, China punishes citizens for sharing information on Xinjiang.
Yeah, I just wanted to update everyone. They're really cracking down because there's so many I shouldn't say foreign, reports outside of China. I'm too used to living in China. Call everything not Chinese foreign.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, there's too many international reports about what's happening in Xinjiang, which is literally the cultural genocide of the Uyghur people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people tend to forget about this because, you kind of get outraged about it. You're like, what's going on with this stuff? You get reminded that there's this horrible thing going on in China, in Western China. And then because nothing gets done about it and it just continues, you kind of lose track. You just, it falls out of the news cycle. You start to forget about it because when you say everything you can about it and you voice your outrage and you want to change something and nothing changes. In fact, they just double down. It's very disheartening.
Yeah. So anyway, they've been cracking down saying, China's saying the NGOs and all these like enemy think tanks and stuff are coming after China for how it's treating the Uyghur people. But the truth is China has over 1 million Uyghurs in camps, reformation camps to de-brainwash them and make them speak Chinese and talk about the great tenements of Xi Jinping thought. Really horrid.
Yeah.
Horrid
just
stuff.
look at the wording. It's like the article says that NGOs and foreign forces used information to forge lies. That kind of nonsense. Anyway, you get the idea.
So here we are. Oh my! Hitler!
The guy looks like a trash bag,
I love my job. I love the kids.
Young girls, transvestites, transsexuals. Take those panties down.
Oh, that's weak. Kiss like you mean it.
Oh my.
Oof.
This is a gross episode. Gross people.
Gross, yeah.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.